A number of stakeholders gathered at Ndeje University, for it is when the first research symposium organized to generate scientific evidence for socio-economic transformation. The first part of the ceremony began with the prayer session led by Reverend Juliet Kansime, the Deputy Chaplain at Ndeje University, Kampala campus, who emphasized to the congregation that it is always useless for students to acquire knowledge from school and fail to seek for wisdom from God.
This is what he talks about. Getting facts before answering anything. That is what we call, for me, this is what I call research. Getting facts. You get facts about something. You do not just come out to say something. Some people are just adamant about, researching and getting facts. They just don't want. But research, you must dig further. That is research. I said to get the facts before you speak, before you do the presentation, before you answer anything, get the facts. Secondly, be open to new ideas. That is learning. Learn something. Be open to new ideas. When someone gives up something, can you learn something? Even in this gathering, the spiritual gathering, it is, yes, I know, it is academic, but can you learn something from this and add on the academic papers? That is learning. And lastly, but not last, make sure that you hear from both sides of the story. And for me, in research, that's what I termed as judgment and conclusions. Before you draw your conclusions in a book, before you draw anything, can you hear both sides? What does it say? That is judgment, and that is your own conclusion. So before you conclude, hear from what other people say. The questionnaires that you took out, how do they come? Yeah? What are the answers that I've got from those people? That is judgment and conclusion. I want to conclude by this, still the verse. An intelligent person seeks knowledge. Verse 15. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks wisdom. Praise be to God. You acquire a lot of knowledge.
In her opening remarks, Dr. Primrose Nakaziwe said that innovation and research should be as a solution to the daily problems in the generation.
What do you have? If you are not knowledgeable and you are not even seeking for this knowledge, then you don't belong to this generation. This generation is a fast-moving generation in terms of knowledge. I don't know how many businesses have been put aside and closed, and in some of the big companies, they have even been declared bankrupt.
The academic registrar of Ndeje University, Dr. Wanda Mutiaba, also cautioned researchers at the university to be guided by their lecturers in order to come up with problem-solving solutions most so relevant to the problem their society is facing.
Members of top management, directors and deans, members of staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this symposium organized by the Directorate of Research and Innovation. The university mandate is teaching and learning, research and innovation, community engagement. Universities are sources of knowledge. Professors and their learners are mandated to generate new knowledge on a regular basis. In universities, we guide students to get new knowledge and innovate ways of doing things better and more efficiently. Societal challenges in all sectors can be addressed by findings generated from scientific research. Research findings are helpful when they are disseminated. This is how evidence, strong findings can be applied to a wider population and can address regional and global challenges and provide solutions. Community engagement will be obvious when we can address their needs, and we are supposed to go down to them and improve the way they transact their operations. By our research and innovations, many communities and organizations will be drawn to the university.
The event was attended by lecturers, heads of departments, faculty deans, the director of the postgraduate school, the academic registrar, the deputy vice-chancellor, and the vice-chancellor of Ndeje University, Reverend Canon Professor Olivia Nasaka Banja, also the guest speaker of the day, who addressed the congregation and elaborated the relevance of having a research symposium as a platform to exhibit the students' research projects.
I worked with many students who I supervised for research. And for me, when you talk about generating scientific evidence for socio-economic development, I know and believe that the whole aspect of human capital development sits at the bottom of that process, and that the human capital is the force that propels research agenda in context. And so I thought that I could share with you some of my reflections on how we can engage in human capital development in our universities in terms of generating scientific evidence for research for economic development. Because as a university, this is our responsibility. And here I'm talking at the level of both postgraduate level, but someone who is curious can also use those same ideas with undergraduate students. So I have a simple topic, which is just a branch, a little branch within our big theme, which is generating scientific evidence for social.
Honorable Mululi Mukasa, the guest of honor, has been delegated by Mr. Buzeki Sharifa, the Commissioner for Public Service Inspection and Quality Assurance, who has assured Ndeje University of making support to the Ndeje University research projects a priority for as far as the Public Service Office is concerned.
Made by the Vice-Chancellor, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor and other speakers at this symposium on the support needed from government have been noted. I will carry them to the Minister of Public Service for appropriate action.
However, presentations of research proposals and community outreaches, presentation of PhD research proposals by the Postgraduate School of Ndeje University, dissemination of research findings, and exhibition in different faculties are the major activities attended to in the symposium. Nina Namuleme, Henry Mugwanya, live at 8.